Anyways, so I just wanted to let y'all know that I was talking to the boys and I was just explaining to it that back in 1995 I was living in a very accommodating environment. Now I'm beginning to come under the impression that God, my family is a drug kingpin. Okay, I don't even understand that, but possibly the highest. I don't even know. But it looks kind of like that. And so, but what I'm saying is just that. So, my brother died in 1993, and then I moved in with my mother onto that neighborhood. Like I said, country place, Carrollton, really nice area, pools, golf course, all this stuff, safe guards, all this stuff. Well, I'm thinking my theory is that it's possible that somewhere between the trauma, because something gets released in my brain when traumatic things happen, where I get like a big euphoria out of that, and then a lot of crazy stuff will come out of that. Like I'll start to have cinematic stuff, symbolism that I can show. Well, this is like this movie, this is like that scene, this is like that scene, this is like that scene, and so. But the whole point of what I'm saying is just that my theory is that that's possible, that's what caused the musical explosion from 1995 is what happened to me. Now it wasn't like I'm saying that's what happened, but I'm saying that it could. Anyways, the voice then told me, I want you to act special real quick. Didn't explain to me what it meant, but I already understood. Well, as soon as I did that, then I put the music on. I was going, because I was talking to her, I said, I'm going to recreate that feeling. And then so I would recreate the feeling, and then I would say, well, this is what it was like. That's what it felt like. And because she told me your head is a paradise. And I was like, that was what it was like all the time when we were kids. You know what I mean? Like it was always a good feeling like this. And so they go, well, I want you to act special real quick. And then I said, well, I'm going to turn the music back on and then do that. And then right after that, my dad came out there acting like a prick. And so it's not that he was being he was being imperious, you know. But see, I'm under the impression that my dad's doing this at the behest of somebody else. I mean, I know that she's being controlled by somebody, and then she's extremely traumatized. I can do something to her, and then we have to go through this counting situation where her brain gets set on fire, and then I feel it. And I know what the feeling is because I have post-traumatic stress, and if something happens that just is a little too traumatic, then for a normal person that would be just okay, but for me, then I may have to go to a psychiatric facility and may go on serious medication and stuff like this. I have figured out how to fix it with meditation, and so I'm working with her on that, but it's hard because then they think, oh, well, she's important to you, then we'll mess with her, and this kind of shit just goes on and on. Okay, so, but either way, what I'm saying is that that message definitely came from somebody else. Then my dad came out there acting like that. So I know that he's being controlled by somebody, and he's treating me like this all the time. Now I'm serious. Like today, took a wine bottle, a box of wine bottles, walked me over to the other side of the house and said, put those in there, and then walked away. It was 3 fucking bottles. Okay. And he's always doing like, grab a wrench, hand it to me, put that there. You know what I mean? And it's always this kind of fucking shit. Okay. Well, I've started to get the impression that something's going on here that's causing this to happen. And I'm pretty sure I got the feeling like, well, something told me, it was hard to explain, but that somebody's like telling him to do this. And so I told him that, brought it up to him, confronted him for it. And his response was not dismissive. He just sat there. He looked like somebody who'd been beaten by something. He looked like somebody who'd been defeated by something. And he looked like an old man who just couldn't do anything, which is not exactly who he is, really, even at his age. He's a bombastic person he's well connected, and it's just so in his community, but either way, what I'm saying is, it's just that it's just not his personality. He hangs out with a group of people, they call themselves the dysfunctionals, which is like, one of them was a former county judge, and what I'm saying is just that's his personality is strong man with the alpha man group, loud laughing, is not like defeated by something. So all I'm saying is just that there's a guy up here named Justin Presley, and I hate just to throw his name out there like that, but he's doing illegal shit. So, I mean, there it is. And when my dad was halfway conscious from a bladder infection, then he told my brother's wife that Justin Presley stole the business, you know. And so then everything is always like, well, I asked him today, can you have somebody answer my phones at the call center? He said, well, I got to ask permission first. So, and he's always talking about, you know, giving the business to the employees. Well, I don't think he wanted to do that. You know what I mean? So